to start the fucking stream right there. Oh, desktop audio is too loud. I need to put that at around 35-ish. That should be fine. Okay, let's rock it. Should be fine. Oh, no, my mic is probably still desynced. It's still desynced. Okay. Now that's probably fine. Yeah, it's still desynced from the Bloodborne stream. Okay. At everyone. That's at here. I don't know what that means. At everyone. Drakengard. There we go. Let's do Drakengard. I got Drakengard working, shockingly enough. I was worried about that. We'll see how well it's working in a moment, but I got it working, like, satisfactory enough for me. I was able to get the game save back on the new computer from the save states that I had on the old computer. It took a little while to figure out how the fuck to do it, but I just had to switch around my directory and it loaded. So that was pretty cool. It's gotta be on... It's gotta be on turbo. Because it sounds like... okay. Story mode. Yeah, there we go. Alright. War. Oh, I didn't think this through all the way. I need to... Real quick. I need to get the walkthrough up on another window. So, event mission, grand mission free mode, no. Probably this. So we're looking at chapter 5. So, chapter 5, verse 3. We already did chapter 5. Oh, okay, I guess we have to redo chapter 5 then. Yeah, because we totally did chapter 5. Fuck, I don't want to do chapter 5 again. Ah. Alright, no helping it. No helping it. Just fucking do it again, bitch.
Soon blind the giant.
Alright. Let's get PCX running. So what are we at? 201? $201. And, you know, if it works, it works, but whatever. But it won't. So, yeah, that sucks. But, on the plus side... $195 is the new one. Okay. Alright, so... And then I managed to get up, we can get up to 8 times resolution. Should be running fine. We'll see how it goes. Looks fucking great. Looks clear as shit. But I remember this took like forever last time.
The cycles and creations of man. Nature does not mold such monsters.
You don't know that, dragon. You don't know every creature that ever existed. So I would say we have to do this quickly, but I don't think there's actually any way we can, like, viably increase the speed it takes to fight things. So I guess we're just, like, repeating this. I hadn't realized we'd already done Chapter 5 when I decided to do this, or I would have replayed it, like, off stream. Especially because one of them is, like, kill 1,000 guys in 5 seconds.
Yes, the work of man.
So, I think we have to defeat the floating monster again. Like the Death Star, I think we have to re-besiege the Death Star. We have to kill the undead guys, but that one won't take as long, because the reason it took so long the first time is because I didn't know that they rise from the dead when you get near them on foot. I was trying to fight them on dragons, so probably not going to be too long on that. So yeah, it's mostly going to be killing 200 dudes in like 10 minutes. For whatever weapon we got from that. So I don't know how much we played, but we gotta go through it again. Kill some beholders. Pretty well nerfed beholders, if we're being honest, because beholders in D&D can distort reality with their dreams, which is a pretty cool ability for anything to have. Wow, that attack wiped out everything, except for like a single beholder. That's crazy. So, like, we could have just called these, like, golems. Because they're, like, clearly made from stone or whatever you. Like, we can see that about them. Those are dead. Hey, we beat the mission already. That's pretty cool.
The One-Eyes are defeated. Now to hunt the rest of the jackals. Your favorite sport, Kai.
I'm really into killing. That's Keim's. That's Keim's catchphrase. I'm really into killing. The dragon's like, I know, Keim.
They crawl out of the earth like worms.
Lord Keim attacks the Empire! Soldiers, advance! We must not let him fight alone! Good! The spoils shall be ours! Soldiers, show them the strength of the Union!
Hell yeah. Union for life, bitch.
Now, will I witness your victory?
Hell yeah. There's a way to, like, block in this game, isn't there? Yeah, here it is.
The final battle. Union and Empire, both sides have summoned all their power.
See, she says this, but it really doesn't feel like the final battle. And not, like, just because I know it isn't, but, like, because it doesn't feel like the final... Like, it doesn't feel like there's enough build-up to this to be, like, the final battle. So I don't know, like, what... Like, if they were going for, like, a fake-out, I would have, like, put more emphasis into what was happening here, you know what I'm saying? Because as it stands, it just kind of feels like... Yeah, this is a battle that's happening, and then, like, they're not putting anything into it until exactly now. So it's like, oh, this is the battle to end all battles. But, you know, we just got here randomly on a dragon that we didn't care about until 5 seconds ago. I don't know. Seems a little lackluster, is what I'm saying. No real gravitas to what's happening.
Now is the time to topple the Empire and avenge our king!
Hey, there we go. Treasure box has appeared. We did it. Where is it? Here it is. Damn, we're at like 300. That's crazy. Alright, treasure box should be over here. It's right here. Should be right there. Bam, nailed it. Weapon. Alright. Time remaining 56 minutes. Yep. We're Gucci. Can't mount my dragon here. Fuck you. I can mount my dragon wherever I want. She consented. This fucking thing needs to go down. Nailed it. Damn, we had a hunt that we had 500 kills or whatever. We a two-person army right here. What do we even need our allies for? You know what I'm saying? We just got me and a dragon. Why do you never have to fight dragons while on ground missions? Like, we fight them all the time. In the air. But we never fight air enemies on the ground. Is it because that would be the worst feeling ever? And everyone would hate doing it? Can we just address how amazing it is that we're playing this game at like fucking 8 times resolution and it looks like a goddamn dream? But despite all of that, the render distance is still 2 fucking feet because of the limitations of the PS2. That's fucking great. Oh, I didn't think I actually hit that. Look at that. Y'all had no faith in me, but there you go.
The Empire has deployed soldiers impervious to magic. Be careful.
Nah. Nah, no one's impervious to magic. Smash them.
Risks his life in battle. Come, soldiers. Stand by his side.
Boy, I'm on a giant pink dragon. You know I smash. Okay, didn't work out so well for me, but whatever. Once I clear a path, I can probably go ahead and get myself a... I don't even know what that is, and I'm down for it. You can do that as much as you want, game. Yeah, boy. Slow down a little bit. I want to be clear, at this point, with the new computer, at any point, if the game slows down, it's the game doing. Like, it's probably not even the game. It's probably, like, the emulation itself. Just, like, fucking up. Because there's nothing that should be slowing us down at this point. Like, I mentioned that, like, running this at 8 times resolution is, like, the most intensive thing my computer has done. Like, on par with, like, Agony and Witcher. But, like... it's still only at like 40% GPU, CPU usage. Like, it's still fucking nothing. So it's not like this is breaking anything here. Now, I know Drakengard originally didn't run particularly well. But even then, I'm willing to bet like 90% of the time, it's still the emulator. Which is fine. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Damn. Alright, only one left. And he's somewhere over here? Somewhere over here.
This is the battle to end all human battles. I pray that it will be so.
Wow, okay. Got some more shit. What does the enemy gotta be thinking right now? Like, they gotta be like, Jesus Christ, man, stop. You're at 1,000. And Haim would be like, yeah, dude, I'm at 1,000. There we go. That took for a while. Oh, we missed one back there. That's sad. There we go. We're making decent time. Okay, there's only 2 left, which is good. Wow, and we're at like 1,300.
The commanders have appeared. If they escape, the battle will not end. Kaim, stop them!
Alright.
Has the Union won? Was it too easy?
Yes. Way too easy. Alright, commanders, let's do it. I mean, we're talking about a fucking... I did not know the dragon could dodge roll. What? How is this something I'm learning right now? We're talking about people that create giant fucking Cyclops golems and, like, beholders here, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that I could get on a dragon and just boom, like, 1,500 of them. And that's it? That's all it takes? That's ludicrous. Of course they had undead armies and a Death Star. Like, why wouldn't they? Look at it. We can see a Cyclops right there.
Be on guard. Something is not right. There is more to come. You waste your time. Humans are no match for one such as I.
We're not even on you. I'm fighting them with a sword, dude. Nailed it.
I feel great pressure. Something evil slouches toward us.
Hey, we got Gabriel's Claw. No, we don't need that. I don't think this game gets enough credit for having autosave like 1,000 years ahead of its time. Okay. Chapter 5. It's not till chapter 6. One of these guys gives me a sword, I think.
A victory for justice! The Cyclops are defeated! Lord Kaim, the bat... We did it! Victory! Victory!
Or maybe it's only the dead one. No, we've seen this. Go watch last stream if you care.
Help me! No! They are... No! They are... Lord Kaim! I give you this... Lord...
Okay, sweet. So we got a sword.
Just...
If I remember, that was the only important thing. Alright, oh yeah, Nabiyoshi was good. So we're gonna take Nabiyoshi, we're gonna equip a weapon, equip it here, and then while we're at it, we're gonna take Scald Song. Oh, I already have Scald Song equipped. So yeah, we're good. I got a bad case of itchy throat right now. Wonder water might that go away?
If the mere threat of this
Alright, so
field's destruction
if I know how this works,
such chaos, what if they are true?
we go over here, we kill all these guys. We go over here, we kill all these guys. And then undead soldiers start rising up. And then we kill the undead soldiers on foot.
Where do these monsters come from? They are relentless.
Yup. Okay, so we can do this in stages then. No, wait, get back down. Apparently I was wrong about this. Apparently there's one more set. Yeah, there is. Okay, so it's over here. That's called dragon dashing. It's a speedrunner technique that I just invented. You know, for all the speed running. That people do with Drakengard. Very popular speedrun game. Up there with like Mario and Dark Souls. Drakengard. You can't mount a dragon here. Fuck you. Watch this. I'ma just like breathe fire everywhere. I'ma just like super flame it. They can be like, yo, Zach, why you opening up with so much fire? And I'll be like, boy, Drakengard don't play.
The horror. I cannot see the future.
Yeah, wow, this is a more efficient way of changing direction. I wish I had been using it from the start. Alright, so now we have two little bits of over here and over there. I assume they're extras and not skeletons, but if they're skeletons, that would be ideal for me. Imagine how much better this game would be with, like, more render distance. Like, in some ways, it almost feels, like, ahead of its time. Like, this should be, like, a Switch game.
Lord Kaim, what has happened?
Enemy soldiers that should be in hell are reborn as demon soldiers. Am I using fucking Scald's song? Why the fuck is this not Death Dance? Why the fuck would I be using Scald's song instead of Death Dance? You know, in a world with a lot of legendary swords, like, more than one. Like, there's not, like, just, like, one legendary sword. But, like, imagine a world with a bunch of them, you know? Like, a bunch of legends and a bunch of magical items. At some point in time, some of these magical swords have probably got to be overblown and do really shitty, lame shit. You know what I'm saying? And there's got to be, like, underrated magical swords, too. And, like, assuming, like, technology's always progressing, you know, some, like, modern, like, blacksmith magical sword could viably be, like, better than an OG legend, you know? Like, if we assume, like, legendary swords are, like, unheard of levels of quality, then it's possible that, like, if you keep going and, like, magic keeps progressing, you know, and, like, new blacksmithing techniques keep going, like should happen, which is never how fantasy series work. It's always, like, the older shit is better. Blame Tolkien for that, but, if it does keep getting better, then it's, like, even, like, the best legendary swords, like Excalibur, would just be, like, on par with, like, just, like, a really good sword that, like, some random, like, high, like, mid-ranking, middle management soldier would have, you know what I'm saying? And, like, new legendary swords would be born from, like, the new legends of the world, and the old shit would be just, like, collector's items to be shoved in a museum, because even if you get your hands on, like, Excalibur, like, Excalibur's not as good as, like, George's sword.
This is hell.
My dick is hell, bitch. I don't know what that means. Ow. He stabbed me. That was just something I was thinking about. As I kill 1,000,000 soldiers. So what I'm thinking is, now that we're done with Bloodborne, God, I can't fucking believe I can say that. We are done with Bloodborne. We even did the DLC. That's crazy. Anyway, now that we're done with Bloodborne, here's what I'm thinking. Finish up Drakengard, go on to Yakuza, finish Yakuza, Ultra Despair Girls, Persona 2, Innocent Sin. Then, for bonus streams, I'm thinking, I already have it installed, in fact. I'm thinking we're going to go with Catherine Classic, obviously. We're not doing that full body shit. So I don't know if we're doing it on Friday or Sunday or what have you, or, you know, when the next one is, but I think we're going to start doing Catherine. Another possibility is we start doing Drakengard as a bonus stream game instead. Which I think Drakengard always qualified as a bonus stream game anyway. I think it always did. But if it didn't, we're probably about halfway through at this point, right? Chapter 5. I think there's 10 chapters in total. We've already done most of it. So we could probably swap it over if we had to. I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I guess if we beat Catherine before Drakengard, that seems impossible. But I was gonna say, if we beat Catherine before Drakengard, we'll make Drakengard like the next bonus stream game, and then swap back to Yakuza. I don't really know. We could. Another possibility is if we beat Catherine and we're still like in the midst of Yakuza, we could just do Ultra Despair Girls as a bonus stream. Like, I don't think there's any real sanctity between, like, there's a clear difference between Curtain Call and Favorite Search, but I don't think there's any real sanctity between Favorite Search and Favorite Search 2. You know what I'm saying? So if we have to, like, demote a game to Game Prime and swap a game into, like, the secondary games, I don't think there's any real harm in it. And if any game is, like, up for a demotion, it's a Drakengard, especially with, like, this late in the playthrough. I mean, we should have beat this fucking thing a long time ago. Most of that's just because I'm dragging my ass and I don't really... Like, I'm not really, like, investing time into playing it like I should be. Totes honest here, not super into it as a game. Really on any level. Like, I like the cute little... Like, I like the enemy designs. I think they're kind of adorable. Probably in a non-intentional way. But, I don't know. Nothing else about the game has really stood out to me so much. I like her specific attack of, like, the water and fire. I think that's cool, but I don't... Like, I don't know. Looking at the ranking right now, I'd probably put it below, like, Silent Hill. Which, you know, as beloved as Silent Hill was, didn't particularly impress me. And I don't know if it was just an age thing or what have you, but... Silent Hill is like a nice, like, mid-level game for me, you know? Moderate enjoyment, like a 5 out of 10. Which is, again, controversial as a statement, but... I don't know, I'm just saying. I wasn't super into it. We may or may not still do Horror Month this month. When the fuck is... Let's see, it's the 10th month? We're on the 4th month? I don't know, I kind of hinted at it. A lot of those games would be pretty short, too. Like Rule of Rose and Silent Hill 2. What did I say was, like, the games to do for that? I said Rule of Rose, Silent Hill 2... Clock Tower, did I mention? I don't know. I think I mentioned this last stream, actually. I think I'm just, like, looping in on myself now.
What is that?
I had, like, a definitive answer last time. So I should probably rewatch that. Oh, Resident Evil, right? And I probably said Amnesia. Did that on accident.
What is that giant shell? Surely it is not the work of man.
I want to know what she feels like when she reaches modern-day Japan. Like, she's amazed by every little fucking thing. You imagine when she sees a skyscraper and she's like, the fuck is that? I can't even fly past it. That's some bullshit. That can't be the work of man. Clearly some manner of god constructed it. That's her. That's what she sounds like.
Of man cannot build fortresses in the air. What is the cult of the Watchers?
Dog, the hands of man can do whatever that we want. We the coolest. That is some aggressive homing on an attack. Holy shit. You know, we've done pretty well. I mean, it's only been like a half hour. We're already, like, back here.
How high does it fly?
Yeah, boy.
Again, destruction rains down from the sky. The rites of the seal's end have begun.
Alright. Yo, maid. Netflix managed to fuck up the most simple scene in Evangelion. Congratulations. What did they do? I mean, I didn't rewatch it, but all I watched was the jerk-off scene. That was literally that and the like end of Evangelion.
We cannot go.
We have to replay this part of the game, by the way. Because when I transferred computers, there was, I lost my save file. But we're making pretty good time into it. So. Plus, you know, even if you're like, oh man, we gotta replay the game, look at this fucking, look at this. Look how nice this looks. Oh shit, what is this?
Priestess, let me have Khaim.
Oh, the scene was congratulations. I cannot tell what is wrong with it, to be honest. Let's see if you remember to unmute this time. I mean, I never muted my own mic. I muted the desktop, so you should hear. Like, I muted my own mic last time because desktop audio was already muted, but I didn't want it coming in through my microphone, like through the speakers, because my headphones were plugged into the TV. So this time I had to mute desktop. I had to mute my desktop audio, which is why you couldn't hear the game when I did that. But you should have been able to hear me breathing and snorting awkwardly. Yeah, well, I mean, the voice acting is definitely worse than the original. Which Evangelion had a pretty decent dub for when it came out, but you would expect a redub to be better. But I guess I don't remember the original scene well enough. Like, it didn't seem that bad to me.
I'm strong now. That's why Furiai is with me. Furiai!
This fight is kind of insane, by the way. I don't know. I don't think that's too bad, to be honest. Like, it has the same intention. Wouldn't bother me none, is all I'm saying. I am not a fan of Shinji sounding like a girl, however. I guess. I don't know.
My head. Furiai.
Is he being possessed? What does he mean, who is that? Oh, I learned that you can dash on the dragon? How did I not know that until now? Nobody told me about dragon dashing. Honestly, I think one of the big issues with this game is it doesn't really tell you how to control your dragon at all. I'm not even confident it tells you how to control Kime. I may have just figured it out on the spot. It would benefit from a better tutorial, is what I'm saying. The person who bitched at me claiming the VA is his friend was trying to deflect me by saying KC is non-binary, which, yeah, I get that, but you're not knocking the VA, you're not the person who decided to cast him as Shinji Ikari. That is fair. Like, 90% of, well, like, 85% of bad voice acting is caused by bad voice directing. I have heard voice actors claim that it's 100%, and it is not. But, for sure. But it is like most of it. Man, this fight is taking a hot minute, isn't it?
I truly love Furiai with my innermost soul.
Maybe you should have fucked your wife then, and we wouldn't be in this situation. You ever think of that? You ever think of it's all your fault? I like how in an attempt to get with his, like, fiancé, his plan was to join the bad guy's side and ride in on a dragon and kidnap her. Like, that was somehow gonna do it for her. It is such a bizarrely conceived plan. Verse 3. All enemies on second floor. Okay.
It is not enough to just strike wildly. Choose your targets and aim true. We must destroy the cannons before we can get closer.
I mean, that's what you say. but we're literally inside of this giant machine right now.
The goddess is within this fortress. She is the last seal. Protect it.
That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, is there no map? That's upsetting.
An enormous structure. What force levitated amongst the clouds?
Gravity. But like in reverse. Like reverse gravity. Hey, we did it. Why is there so much echo on her voice here? She's not any more telepathically communicating with me than normal, right? She's not using, like, extra telepathy. Remember reading Kawaru's original dub actor was also in a lot of hentai? Look, you gotta make your money, you know? Kaoru. That is Kaoru. I don't remember who that is. Like, legitimately don't remember who that was. I mean, there's definitely a market for it. So I say, you go, guy. You get your money. That's the human angel that is gay for Shinji. Oh, yeah. He did a really good job, actually. In the original, I think. If I remember right.
The rites of the seal's destruction begin. The Empire cannot be stopped now.
I mean, I think we could stop them. We just gotta believe in the heart of the cards, my man. The sound design inside this base is baffling to me right now. What is with the, like, whom, whom, whum sound? Destroy the cannons. That's a lot of cannons. Yo! What bloodshed? We're fighting mechanical cannons. If there's like 3 guys in there, it still didn't make a fucking difference. We've killed like 1,000 last time. Our kill counter says 35. If anything, I don't even think Kime can get a boner right now. Smash Bros. Announcements are going to be a lot less entertaining. I am not really familiar with the Smash Bros. Announcements themselves, just like the parodies. But why? What's going on with that? I've never played Smash, is my claim. That's what a yawn sounds like. Etka's dead. Oh, is he, like, dead? I know he went missing. It's the game you play with your friends but never own. Yeah, it's one of those games where, like, unless you're super into it, it would be, like, kind of weird to play by yourself, I think. He's dead? Huh. Yeah, I heard on Drama Alert, because I'll admit to watching Drama Alert, that he went missing. But... oh, you jumped off a bridge? Oh, man. That sucks. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he had, like, a lot of, like, mental issues. I disappoint you how? Oh, watching Drama Alert? Drama Alert is a totally acceptable program as long as you take everything reported with a grain of salt. Like, it's kind of like a tabloid show. At least it's not as bad as Fox. Oh yeah, I don't watch Fox. I mean, I'm all about that Fox. Shout out to Bill O'Reilly. I don't even think Bill O'Reilly... I think he got fired for sexual harassment. I think. I'm not saying that's what happened. Allegedly. Allegedly, that's what I think I heard, maybe. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm not saying it that, like, that he did or did not. And I encourage anyone to do their own research as to what happened to Bill O'Reilly. He was. Okay. Alright.
The goddess! Where is the goddess?
So, yeah, I do not know anyone at Fox News then. I have seen an interview with him, and I think he was the guy that, like, interviewed Marilyn Manson. And it was actually a pretty interesting interview. Assuming he was the guy that interviewed Marilyn Manson. Like, he seemed, like, willing to get outside of his comfort zone and, like, have conversations with people to, like, back up what he was trying to say. And that's, like, an admirable trait. Assuming he is the guy I'm thinking of and I'm not thinking of someone else. Oh, have Marilyn Manson interviews really gone downhill? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not up on my Marilyn Manson game. I don't know what Marilyn Manson has been doing in the past time. Like, I don't think I've heard... I think the Marilyn Manson album came out in, like, 2009, and I heard it wasn't particularly good? I don't know. I don't know what Marilyn Manson's up to. Probably being Marilyn Manson, and...
If the goddess is threatened, then
Marilyn Manson's probably rich enough that he can do
time.
whatever the fuck he wants.
Save our
He is and he isn't. He did an interview with Manson, but he's kind of your normal yelling Fox action-packed news host. Okay, so... I don't watch, like, what I would say about Bill O'Reilly in that case is he's probably a pretty good interviewer, maybe not so much a news anchor. Because he gave a pretty good interview. I need to get to the second floor of this fucking building in like 10 fucking minutes. Or we're all dead. And like my sister's gonna be like, my brother didn't come to save me because he was too busy murdering people. But that's okay. I'm fucking splooshing everywhere. At least 1 million people have died. That's what her sister sounds like. Ah, bitch. But yeah, no, I really need to get upstairs. I thought these guys were on horses, and I was like, how the fuck did they get on horses? We're inside of a floating castle. What were we talking about before Bill O'Reilly? I don't even remember how we got onto Bill O'Reilly. Oh, it's not as bad as Fox. That's right. Manson did a lot of interviews. Only one you can think of that fit your description would be like Bill Maher. You don't know. Huh. Maybe I meant Bill Maher. I thought it was Bill O'Reilly. Both names start with Bill, though. And we all know that everyone whose name starts with Bill is essentially the same person as everyone else whose name starts with Bill. I mean, we just know that, right? Which one of these I think is Bill O'Reilly? Okay, here, let me pause real quick. We'll find out which one's Bill O'Reilly. It's... I want to say the first one. Was it the first one? Okay. Alright, I was nervous. I was like, oh god, am I about to look real dumb? Oh, I dodge rolled into a pink beam of death. Well, I mean, it's like his most iconic thing, isn't it? Is yelling. He's like the angry Republican man. Alright, here we go. Boom!
Climb.
Yeah, boy.
Bloody eyes, boys. Run to her.
No! What if Kime just left? Right now. He's the guy that, Devil May Cry... No! Oh, I didn't want that. That Devil May Cry parody. Do you know the best boss fight in the entire game of shit?
Quickly.
Oh, that the reboot? No, I don't. I only know fuck you from that. And that the combat system was dumb, and you had to, like, alter your weapons based on enemy color, which is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard of. And whoever thought of that should have been fucking docked a day's pay.
I sense the goddess. She is in this fortress.
Hey, I got the Flame Burge. Its magic attack is the Dragon Speak. Hey, my Death Dance evolved to level 4. Now I too can Death Dance. Basically, the reboot has like this one enemy who's this demon reporter who's totally not Fox News. His job is to trick the masses. Huh. Well, okay then. That's what I want in Devil May Cry. Political commentary. That's the quintessential Devil May Cry experience right there. I love how Kaim puts his hand forward to shoot fireballs, and then after that, the fireballs just come out of his face. This game is adorable. I feel like it's supposed to be going for like a dark fantasy tone, but for me, it just comes off as just adorable. Like a kid that's like trying to be edgy, but they're not quite doing it. Just be like, I smoke cigarettes and wear black.
Draw not the watchers. Write not the watchers. Sculpt not the watchers.
Sing not the watchers. Call not the watchers' name.
He's a boss. He's giant head. You gotta hit things on the floor to weaken him. He also sends you back to past stages to fight grunt demons on what looks like a news report while he narrates. It's best. That actually does sound kind of cool.
The world itself is in mortal danger. Will you allow your sister's sacrifices to be in vain? Kaim!
Oh yeah, this cutscene. Kaim is too late. The goddess, the last seal, his beloved sister Furie lies dead, and the child priestess Mana incants the cataclysm of the call to the Watchers in celebration. With the last seal broken, the seeds of resurrection threaten to appear in the earth. Suppressing his rage, Kaim turns from Mana and flies away to stop the sowing of the seeds. It was based around Fight Club? What do you mean by that? Hey, Chapter 7, what's up? So this is where it only took me an hour. It took me an hour to do what took like 3 hours the last stream. That's just fucking sad. I suck. And I'm fucking drunk right now. Dante's hold. Oh, he was based off like Tyler Durden. She is the priestess of the cult of the Watchers. She's the ruler of the Empire. She's the destroyer of all things, and she's the instrument of the gods. She's the fountainhead. Reflected in her shining child's eyes is the lifeless body of a goddess. Wow. Unfamiliar with They Live, actually. This character confuses me to my soul. Because when it was first introduced, it was like this like gruff warrior monster. And then the second time you see her, she's like this like all business,
What have you done?
like child's body monster, and now she's just like a little kid. My only explanation is that Mana is just fucking with you the entire game.
The watchers laugh. La, 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 la.
Or she's insane.
La, 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 la.
Could be any of these, actually. Speaking of political commentary in games, you left your ass off when Newbie said they don't want to make political commentary in games. This is the same company that made Watch Dogs. No, I have not seen They Live. I don't even think I've heard of They Live. Watch Dogs is actually kind of a fun game, but I haven't beaten it. Like, the thing about Watch Dogs is it has combat, which is okay, and it has driving, which is Hitler. But, like, it also is her animation just going berserk? What is happening? Suddenly she turned into a fucking tornado. But the driving is Hitler. But, like, the hacking is, like, super fun. And honestly, I think Watch Dogs as a game would be better with no fighting at all. Like, as, like, a stealth game where you hack into shit, I think I would rather play that than what it actually is. They live in 50 seconds. Well, we're in a kind of a big cutscene right now that I'm making fun of. So I'll check it out when we're done with this. We're already on verse 4? I clicked the button like a minute ago. All the seals are shattered, the seeds of the resurrection are sown throughout the world, and the end of time draws near. Freed from Mana's curse, Inuart takes Furier's cold body in his arms and resolves to use the seeds to bring his love back from the dead. Wait, they can do that? I thought the seeds of resurrection were just to, like, bring the apocalypse. What is the plot of this game? Cain flies in pursuit. Only evil can spring from the seeds, but Inuart's lost in his grief will not hear the truth. I feel like I'm missing gigantic portions of the story somehow. Which I probably am. I probably am missing giant portions of the story, because last time I was like, what the fuck is happening? We went back and we went back to, like, the verses that were skipped over, and I was like, oh, it all makes perfect sense. Never mind. Never mind. It's just the game is being portrayed in the most baffling way possible. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait a minute, is that where Duke Nukem got that quote from? What the fuck is that movie? Oh, shit. Alright. Mana is another character's sister and becomes a real character in Drakengard 2. Interesting. Good to know. I also that that I'm just, like, missing things, and that's why I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Die, die, die!
Mana flies to sea. Before you is Inuart being a dick. It's time to murder him, like he murdered your hopes and dreams. I mean, his dragon is cooler than my dragon. Can we trade dragons and then do this fight? If we're being honest, I'm not even sure you need to make a spoiler warning. I don't think there's anything you could viably spoil about Drakengard that I would legitimately be like, oh no! I would have rather experienced that. This fight feels easier than the last fight. Maybe he should drop the dead weight. Haha, wink. They Live is about a guy who gets non-government approved sunglasses and he sees certain people as aliens and signs, stuff like obey or watch more TV, spend more money. Interesting. Are they actually aliens or is he insane? That's up for debate. Oh, okay. One of them Inception endings. Gotcha. Oh, they are actually ending. Okay. Like, I want to point out, Inward, that I'm not actually stronger, and clearly you getting your ass kicked is on you. Like, maybe just fucking drop Furie and then, like, pick up her splattered remains after the fight. Because as it stands, you are getting your shit pushed in. Friend puts him on and sees it after he blows up something. Everyone sees the alien. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, I'm gonna say that, like, DMC is about demons controlling the world, then? Like, from the secret? Like, from the shadows? I know, right? What the fuck's up with his flames? You know they wanted to put, Dante's brother, man with white hair, in a fedora for the almost the entirety of DMC, and they only removed it at, like, the last minute. Mundus and the bad guy in DMC 1. In the reboot, he's a businessman demon who says, I control the world through debt. Interesting. Alright. So, like, Senator Armstrong, then. Ugh. You know, that reminds me, I never got to play Dante's disc in Devil May Cry 2 because my Dante disc didn't work. I have been told I'm not missing much. At the end of the game, it has this join movement type thing with the end, like a Wakema. Look, I read it in my brain. My mouth was the one that fucked up. You know when your, like, mouth messes up while you're speaking and you're, like, reading something and you read it wrong? Usually your brain is actually totally understanding it fine, and it is, in fact, your mouth. Like, that's how tongue twisters work. Like, with tongue twisters, it's usually your fucking mouth that's fucking up, not your brain. Which would be cool in real life, but in the game about demons, it kind of sucks. Yeah. He's putting up a little more of a fight now, isn't he? He's like trying and shit. When you fight, Virgil was his name. Yes, for most of DMC is like creation process. They had Virgil in a fedora, and then it was like they really removed it almost last minute. Anyway, we fight Virgil for no reason other than Virgil was a villain in the original series, so they felt obligated to do it, even though the game didn't build it up at all. Well, he was kind of like a good guy in 4. Even though it's more like his ghost that's possessing you, if I'm remembering this correctly. Like, I never got the feeling that Virgil was, like, evil, just kind of like a stupid dickhead. Bam! Beat ya, bitch!
Caim, stop! The seal is broken. To continue the battle is meaningless.
DM survived. It's confirmed that he is kind of just a dick. Yeah! That's what that was the impression I always got from him, was he was just like a dumb dickhead. Not like actively evil.
They say that dragons evolve, but I never imagined that one could grow so mighty.
How do we never fight Sparta? Imperial capital. Let's see. Part 8, verse 4. Kill the 4 target undead knights to get the 4 keys. The chest appears in one of the side streets. Are we, because Sparta's dead, how have we never fought dead Sparta? I'm just saying, it needs to happen. Sparta, fight. Sparta, fight. What are characters in video games you always wanted the ability to fight, but the game never lets you fight them? The seeds of reincarnation, resurrection, who gives a shit, lying scattered throughout the Imperial City. Are the seeds humanity's salvation or its destruction? Inuart has gone alone to try and resurrect Furie, who he helped murder. As hope fades from the world, Kaim flies to the Imperial City. He goes to destroy the seeds and to exact revenge on the princess, Priestess Mana. Oh, look at my big dragon dick.
We must find and destroy all those that lead them. The spirits come here to this place. Indeed, the end is ours.
DMC 1 is on Switch for $20. You can get the HD collection on PS4 and Xbox One for the exact same price. Interesting. Igor. Yo, I'd fucking fight Igor. I thought you could fight Igor, but that might be like a mod or something. Igor's probably a badass. I mean, he lost to Yeldabaoth. But, like, the amount of shit you have to do to beat Yeldabaoth is just blatantly bullshit anyway. You fight Filament in Eternal Punishment. Yeah, I don't know. That's what you said last time, and I might be getting Igor mixed up with Philemon. Like, not as, like, a character, but as, like, a fight. It'd be pretty hard to get them mixed up as characters. Has your favorite Grand and Sky track in the entire game? Well, I like my dragon a lot more. Looks kind of cool. These are Asurok. I'm fighting Asurok. Okay, no, like... Like, at this point, you have to be doing it on purpose.
The legends say that when
Who did the character design for this fucking game? I'm on to you, person.
Heed what I say. If you wish for humanity to live, enter not the seeds.
These are the tracks that made your friend say, is the music supposed to sound like that? Is the disc scratched? That is how I felt with literally every song in this entire game. This is just like violins, though. The same guy's Automata. It's the same, like, enemy designer? Really? That's... Huh. Which tells me that either Automata's robot designs were a little more derivative than I originally suspected, or he ran out of D&D monsters to steal.
now that the goddess is dead, what is to become of me?
Same character designer. Interesting. Well, I like Automata's character designs better than this game anyway. So maybe he just got better. Did he also do, 3? Because 3 also has some really good character designs. But these fucking skeleton monsters are unabashedly Asurok. He did every game. Okay. That was the most awkward thing I've ever heard. What if we did that with literally any video game boss ever? Like, you just did, like, Final Fantasy 9. You're like, la 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 Necron! Automata's robot designs are pretty boring and generic, and after 3 Drakengard games, he must have ran out of D&D monsters. What's your problem with Wizards of the Coast? I know some people have problems with them, but I don't know the specific details. Can we just address that fighting like 8 Asterix at the same time would literally murder our fucking dragon? And clearly these have to be like shit tier demi-liches and not the man himself. Because fighting 8 Asterix at the same time would kill anything. Our dragon actually looks kind of cool now, though. Like, for reals is. The worm came quails before the ancient dragon and its 1,000 children. Almost never seen upon the earth, this noble beast has been drawn from its heavenly lair by the seeds of resurrectione. Before the almighty worm, even the dragon feels fear. Came holds the dragon tightly around the neck and urges her into battle, and she's like, I kinda don't want to. And he's like, but we must, my beloved. My murder boner craves it.
The myths come alive.
They treat the workers poorly, but that's pretty much every business at this point. They also ruin D&D over the years, and you hate magic.
I cannot go further.
Well,
The worm. It is a terrible thing to battle the sacred.
I don't know if I'd say they ruined D&D over the years. What I will say is that I hate 5th edition. Like, I don't like 5th edition. And I know it's really popular and a lot of people like it, but I can't stand it, and I would rather play 4th or 3.5. That's... okay, hold up. I don't know who wrote that line, like who wrote it, but that's fucking amazing and I love every part of it. You will regret challenging fools such as we. Oh god, Dragon, you might be the best character in this game. That's fucking great. Everyone throws out the books and writes their own. I thought you weren't super into D&D because of bad experiences.
What senseless creatures we have become.
You're not, yeah. No, I mean, like, I always feel like you have to house rule D&D. Like, in every incarnation. And they kind of encourage you to do it, so... Like, I know some people play 100% by the rules, it just sounds like misery. We might be able to get an ending tonight for this game. If I, like, push it. Because there's only, like, 10 chapters, right? And we don't have to rhythm game or anything. I like how worm is just a fucking fancy-ass word for dragon, and yet the game is portraying it as a giant goddamn bat. What editions do you normally play with Dungeons and Dragons? I assume 5th? What do you think if I told you in your old phone you had the entire OST in your phone and you listened to it like normal music? I personally wouldn't do it, but I have jammed out to some game soundtracks, so I get the idea behind it. You don't know, you'd have to ask. I'm trying to think of a distinguishable trait between every edition that would be able to instantly tell me. Did you have a selection of powers that you had to choose from? For your character? Like, were they called powers, and did you get them, like, every level or so? Like, daily powers, at-will powers, encounter powers, utility powers starting at level 2? These questions are going to be impossible if you never made it to level 2 or level 3. Or I guess if you played a cleric. You don't think so. Okay. I didn't think so, but I thought I would get it out of the way. If you made it to level 3, at level 3, did you have to choose a sort of, like, branch for your character to go down? Like, if you were a rogue, did you get to pick between, like, cat burglar or assassin? If you were a fighter, did you get to choose between champion or the other one? I guess it totally depends on what class you played as. Were you... Why is it turned into a rock? I feel like there's no lead into this boss fight, by the way. Yes, you played 5th edition. I figured based on your age, you probably played either 4th or 5th, but it is possible you had played 3.5, or more likely than 3.5, Pathfinder. I figured there was no way you'd played any other version. Like, I would have been shocked. I've been like, who the fuck are you playing with, and how old are they? So I think, I mean, like, they changed over to 3.5 when I was a kid. So, anything earlier than that would have been really fucking weird. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of 5th edition. I think it's too simple, and a lot of it like, they do their best to try and make it play differently, but it kind of makes everything feel a little too samey to me, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't feel like there's enough character options in it, either. It's like, they went out of their way to make sure that everything was, like, super balanced. And because of that, it kind of just makes the game less fun to me. Like, sometimes half the fun is fucking breaking it. In my experience, most people don't finish games of D&D, because they can go on for, like, years at a time. So usually, most people are just gonna drop out before it ends, or everyone's gonna get tired and move on. It's usually more important to, like, enjoy the ride. I know I've never really gotten, like, a group of players that are willing to sit through a whole fucking campaign. Well, okay. I've had some players sit through a campaign, but, like, I probably have, like, a 95% dropout rate. Because Every time I play a fucking D&D game with anyone, they always goddamn... It's always the first fucking time they've ever played. I can never just hand someone a book and then be like, here you go, make a character, and they'll be like, no problem, I know exactly what I'm doing. No, it's always like, okay, here's a book, and they're like, I have never played this game in my life. And I'll be like, fucking shit, okay. Fourth and fifth, yeah. I guessed it. I guessed it. I know my D&D. I've been a DM for like 10 years. 10 years? Oh god, no, that's not even true. Hang on, I'm mathing. Like 12 years. Oh god, now I feel sad. I'm only ever the DM, by the way. No one ever lets me play as a player. And to be honest, I used to be like, damn it, I want to be a player. And then I realized I'm the worst player ever, and everyone should keep me far away from being a player, and they should just stick me as being DM every time. Because, oh god, am I a terrible player. I was once called the Gordon Ramsay of players. Yeah, I don't have a... When I play Yu-Gi-Oh!, I don't have a ban list. Because ban lists aren't fun. As long as you're not going out of your way to break the fucking game. This is a long, unnecessary fight. With an enemy that I feel like isn't actually adding anything narratively to this game. You know, a guy who runs 3 pot of great. Hell yeah! That's what you need. Hell yeah. 3 pot of greeds, 3 monster reborns. Get it, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice my Red Dragon Archfiend. Then I'm gonna use Monster Reborn. Alright, now you're fucked. I just said Red Dragon Archfiend. There's probably better cards you could bring back from the dead, but... I like Red Dragon Archfiend. It's fucking broken and I love it. You'll never get up your pot of greed or your Graceful Charity, which is a weird fact in the anime. Yugi is the only character with their uncut Graceful Charity art. Huh. Graceful Charity's, Bakura's card, isn't it? Is this a game that we're playing right now?
I thank you, Kaim. I have become far stronger.
Let me just say my deck would be absolutely broken if I had Monster Reborn. Like, I don't own any copies of it, but if I owned copies of Monster Reborn, my current deck would be fucking broken. I should redo my deck, though. I've got a lot of shit in there that's not worth playing. Verse 3. We should be stopping, but you know what? I'ma keep going, because you can't stop me. Card shops are where the weirdest shit happens. I don't tend to go to card shops. I pick up all my cards at a Walmart.
It is nothing. It is you who should take care, Kai.
Oh no, is my dragon dying?
Nothing is stronger than we are now. Let nothing that values life stand before us.
Aren't we fighting a literal apocalypse cult?
You have no power against us.
I kind of feel like we're not up against enemies that value life very much. Card shop doubles as a computer store. The guy, instead of being at the counter, they went back to smoke weed. I feel like that happens a lot of the time. Can I just say, this is like a totally acceptable size for a city. Like, this is big as fuck. Actually, if anything, it should probably be bigger. Speaking of D&D, I see we're back to fighting beholders. Alright, what's your favorite D&D monster and why is it the Flump? Speaking of which, I wonder what the most iconic D&D monster is. Like, as a D&D monster, it's probably the Beholder. But I feel like more people would recognize the Mimic. But I also feel like most people don't know that the Mimic was originally a D&D monster. So if it just, like, created an archetype, does it still count as, like, its most iconic monster? Now that everyone else has stolen it? Because it's not traditionally associated as like a heavy D&D monster anymore. Let's see, this one banned Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is what the notice said. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is banned because I refuse to sell weeb cards. Take your shit somewhere else. Real men play Magic. Brilliant. You watch two Magic players beat each other up and smack the other guy with a... So what I'm hearing is it's an extreme sport, and everyone should totally respect it, then. Oh, God. Pretty much minus the respect button. Aw, man. You gotta respect Magic. There's a campaign guide for it now. That's true. There is a D&D 5th edition campaign guide called Guildmasters of Ravnica. Buy it now at your nearest Amazon. It's like $30, which is Not bad for a D&D book, if we're being honest. Like, it would cost you more at, like, a Barnes & Noble or something. Wow, that is harsh. Let people enjoy their sports ball. I mean, granted, I've never been a football person myself, but... I was always more of a basketball player. Never really liked playing football, if we're being honest. You have a totally obsessed football family? Yeah, I don't know. I've never been super into football. I just wouldn't go so far as to say you deserve a concussion. I feel like that's excessive. I love how the Grim fucking Reaper is just running away from me right now. Why is... Do respect Mayan basketball, though. They play with decapitated heads and don't bounce it because you'd break the head. Fair. But do they do it into peach buckets? Because how are you going to reach for the peach if you can't do it with peach buckets? You know, dodgeball was invented by the Chinese. They also used to play with decapitated heads. My source of that is Dodgeball, A True Underdog Story. Which, bizarrely enough, might be my favorite movie. Final battle begins is what you said last 3 chapters ago. Alright, what is this? Verse 4? Verse 4, I have to destroy 4 skeleton warriors. Get the 4 keys. The chest appears in a side street.
This voice, the wellspring of the evil, is in the temple before you.
After a while, I feel like you're just saying words. Look how fucking long and lanky these goddamn guys are. Scald Song. I would rather use Nobuyoshi. Let's see. Tinfoil hats, bras, balloons, hugging, and compliments. Perfect. And cum is a sports drink. Well, what a game. I have never had the pleasure. Can we just address how fucking great this looks at 8 times resolution? Why didn't they just make the game look like this when when it was released on PS2? Dummies. I have seen almost every episode. I haven't seen any of the latest episodes. Like, I haven't seen the latest season, or probably the second to latest season. I don't know. And I haven't watched, I think, the first 2 seasons all the way through. But I've seen every other one, so the answer is probably. I've probably seen that episode and probably just don't... There's a lot of South Park. There's a lot of South Park. Ask Yoko Taro. Yeah, Yoko Taro. Why didn't you just make your game at...
Our only path lies forward.
How high is my fucking resolution at right now? Times 8. Some 48,000p. 48, yeah. Yeah, 4,800p, something like that. I'll probably watch them eventually. I don't dislike new South Park. I think the last one I saw was... I definitely saw the season with the trolls. I think I saw the season after that also. What I am disappointed in, though, is that I'm disappointed with what they did with Cartman and Heidi. Do I mean Heidi? Whatever. I mean Cartman's girlfriend. I think it was Heidi. What they did with... What is this? This is just getting ridiculous. With Cartman and his girlfriend, I think it would have been, like, more interesting had they, like, kept, like, nice, reformed Cartman as, like, a character, just around for, like, a season or 2. Like, if I have any major gripe about South Park, it's that there's no, like, real character development to it. And it's mostly just, like, used as a vehicle for political commentary and, like, comedy. And, like, a show that's going on for that long, it would be interesting to see it, like, have, like, an ongoing narrative. At least in the background. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of one, you know? I always appreciate shows that have, like, narratives that extend for, like, 7,000 years. Which is why I actually have a bizarre appreciation for soap operas. Because they manage to keep their shows going and, like, keep the plot going for so fucking long. Like, some, like, 30, 40 years. And I also have appreciation of it because after 30 or 40 years, they run out of all sensical plot lines, and they just become stupid, and it's kind of amazing. Heidi was initially created to be Cartman's equivalent for girls, but that got abandoned quickly. Ah.
The very air is polluted with me. Even I am buffeted by the storms.
What the fuck is Sasano do? I literally don't even know what Sasano does. I know it's a cooler power in Naruto. DVDA was a comedy rock band. I didn't even know they had a band. Okay, don't show this as one continuous part of the map if it's not, game. Whoop. 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 South Park started as a way to advertise their band, but their band never took off. That is hilarious, but I want you to think about that. That means that it means double the vagina, double angel. Interesting. That means that, you know, going with multiverse theory, somewhere there is a timeline where South Park didn't take off, but DVDA is the biggest thing since sliced bread. Just imagine that universe for a second. That would be a weird universe. Literally everything would be different. And by everything, I mean late-night adult sitcoms. I have to imagine these are their lyrics. Yeah, look at that. I did crack once. It was great. Do crack, kids. I feel legally responsible to say, please don't do crack, kids. That was a joke. Also, I have never done crack. Did that man just fall over frozen? Ice, not really what I associate with Sasano, but okay. Demon soldiers rise up from the guard the door, cut them down, take the final key to the altar. Only you can prevent forest fires, kiddies. Bop. Here's a weapon. Nope, it's a health orb. After Robert Redford called them tasteless, they then wrote a song called Robert Redford. That is the exact solution to that problem. I honestly can't think of any other reply that would so perfectly deconstruct his opinion. I can't imagine what would possibly make that song unfindable. I don't know what your plan is, but you certainly didn't think it through.
Hesitate not. Forward!
There's like a small pixel layer on the side of the screen, and I think it might have something to do with the stretching of the screen, and it's kind of bugging me. And I notice it's on the stream itself, and the reason I'm specifically mentioning this is so it can bug other people. So, you know, have fun with that. But, to my knowledge, Now You're a Man, David Kelly, TV Warrior, Chewbacca, and Everybody's on Crack are the only songs by them that are still around. Somewhere in the world, in the infinite multiverse, You're on Crack is a #1 hit. While we're talking about comedy songs, though, can I just say that I always find that, like, most comedy songs seem to be, like, bizarrely crass? I feel like you can make something funny without being so, like, disgusting with it, is what I will say to get my intention across, but not actually what I mean. But then again, comedy music's not exactly a genre I ever willingly listen to. Lady, I don't know, I think your children are dead, but to make up for that, please feel free to eat all of these people. Interesting. So are there no counters for an ally's magic attacks? Well, yeah, but I'm also not into mindless self-indulgence either, though. Probably gonna call the stream after this level, I think, unless, like, I don't know when we get a game ending. Like, if the ending's right around the corner, we'll probably keep going, but otherwise, we're probably gonna stop after this. It's kind of getting late. I gotta get up in the morning. Where is the chest for this fucking thing? But are into mindless self. I feel like that was a joke that I was supposed to get. And I have disappointed you, and I apologize for that. The last key is yours. The end is near. Now to the altar. Convert the priestess queen of the empire. This feels like the end of the game, though, right? This is... Everyone keeps saying the end is near, but they've been saying that for the past hour. Is this it? Is this actually an ending? Because if this is an ending, tell me now and we'll just fucking do it. It means... Oh, it means masturbation. Oh. That's what you meant. I've obtained Moonfire. That's a cool looking sword, actually. Sorta close. I think we should just go for it then. Why are there so many fucking swords in this world? If you want. Alright. I mean, if it's like real, like, when does it stop is what I need to know. Because this says like verse 10, verse 11 over here, verse 12, but I imagine most of those verses are like locked away. You have to do this annoying rush of enemies and they have fight mana. No, that doesn't sound too bad, but when is... Let's look in Drakengard ending A. I thought ending A was in, like, chapter 5. Here's timelines on the Drakengard wiki. That's just the timeline. I like how even the Drakengard wiki doesn't care that they've decanonized the games, and they're like, no, that's bullshit, fuck off. Oh, there's Drakengard 3 DLC. Do I need that? I probably need that. That's gonna be a pain in my ass. Endings and Allies Guard. Here we go. This is probably what I need. Ending 1. In order to get the first ending, you must complete chapters 1 through 8. You do not have to complete the side missions for the allies. Just get to the chapters. Oh, okay, so chapter 8 is the final chapter. Yeah, then yeah, we'll just finish it. If chapter 8's the final one, we'll just do it.
They must not reach the altar. Stop them.
Yo, this sword is actually kind of good. I assume this is supposed to be the annoying rush of enemies, but considering we're invincible. Can I just walk up and murder her?
Protected by the evil spirits.
Oh, no.
The priestess is in league with demons.
Really? I hadn't figured that out based on all the goddamn demons. Yeah, I kind of like this sword. Design's a little not realistic, but I've seen literally every other part of this game, so. Yeah, I like that the fandom has universally accepted that that's just stupid. And they're just like, nah, you ain't in charge of this. Behold, Ifrit Fang. Oh, it's just Kaim's sword, but cooler?
They speak. La 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 la.
Oh my god, that is just... that's just hilariously terrible. Oh, shit. This game is adorable. That's like the only... Hey, yo, hold up. Those are totally the same swords that Nier gets in Nier, the video game. Available on PS3 and probably Xbox, but I have it on PS3.
The seals are broken. Whatever you
Do now, I cannot be defeated.
Nier really is a fun game, though. Not into the character designs of it. Like, I kind of like Devila and Popola, but And I like how it has, like, these weird bullet hell mechanics to it. You don't really see, like, it's like a 3D bullet hell, which isn't a very commonly done genre. I like how we're spending more time with the dragon, and the dragon's just, like, becoming more like us. Where it's just like, as time comes on, she's like, yeah! Kill them! Kill them all! Drakengard 3, Drakengard 2 equals Nier, and Nier Automata. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Personally, right now, I would put Nier at number 1 for me.
You shall pay dearly for the destruction of this world.
Although, it is worth noting that I kind of only like ending A for Nier. I'm level 73? That seems wrong. How did I get level 73? Oh, no, I killed 75 things. That makes way more sense. Okay. Let's just address this right now. If I wasn't invincible, I would be even more not willing to put this game above Nier. At last, Mana stands alone. Vertile stops Kame from it. Who is Vertile? I forget who Vertile is. Well, that said, if it took you a lot longer, think about this. Maybe you should play the game as a fucking unkillable death machine. Then you'd love it even more. Vertile, who is Vertile? Vertile is the pedophile with the fairy, right? Is that correct? From extracting his revenge, the killing of a child, no matter how evil, is a crime too great for any soul to bear. Ah, yeah. PS2 has no cheats. That seems untrue, actually. You could Game Shark or Action Replay it. I bet you. I bet you can. Because I have to use the Game Shark cheats that are converted into, like, Pinosh files. So I know the cheats exist because I'm currently using cheats from, like, a Game Shark that are just, like, being injected in. Also, can I just talk about how much I miss fucking Game Shark? Oh my god. Instead, Vertile steps forward to mercilessly seal the evil within the child, but as he begins to chant his spell... I like how Kaim has a smile like, oh yeah, I'ma do it. Who the fuck is this man? Vertile is the wizard? What? Who? The guy that appeared in maybe 2 cutscenes? Wait, where's our entire party anyway? We had like 8 people behind us, now there's like 1 guy. I knew it just becomes giant. Holy shit.
She breaks the seal and becomes a giant.
Look at that fucking face. She looks so Oh my god! This game is adorable! This is just adorable! She's like, yeah, get it, boy. Why doesn't every game end with fighting a gigantic city-sized little girl with a gigantic man voice? If only, like, Kime killed the kid, but then she wouldn't come back as a better character in 2. Which, yeah, spoiler alert, she's potential love interest for now. Interesting. I guess she lives then. She, really doesn't like taking damage, actually. It's a little irritating. It's pronounced no way. I would never have guessed that. Oh, you just don't have time for a lock-on. You just gotta keep just unloading. Oh, is Gaia the planet we're on? It's probably the planet we're on. What's with that facial expression? She looking at me like we stepped on dog poop or something. There is. I just keep spamming the attack button. She just doesn't have a response. There's kind of like a little bit of like a dark aspect to this. That like we're just unloading onto this fucking child and it's just like trying to come up with any way to not die. And like we keep outsmarting its stupid kid tactics. Like it's changed from like being happy to being like really fucking scared. Which would be an effective scene if I wasn't fighting a giant city-sized child on a fucking dragon. Like, the horror of this is a little undermined by how ridiculous this situation is right now. Hold up. Is the music supposed to sound like this? I can jam to this. Oh, damn, she grows up nice. I like to think that in reality, Kime's voice isn't like super murder bonery. It's just me just laughing at the absurdity of this. Like internally, he's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Fighting a city-sized kid in a panic state on a dragon. This is some crazy bullshit. How'd I get into this? Now pink rings are trying to murder me, and the dragon's like, Jesus Christ, Kime, shut up. We're trying to save the world here. And he's like, yeah, what is up with that? How cliche of a plot is that?
resurrection! The gods are watching. It is their last judgment. We will be transformed.
So this is the ending that brings us to Drakengard 3.
Loved.
Nope. 2. Drakengard 3 brought us here. Which Drakengard 3 ending brings us to Drakengard? Is it E? Because there's like weird time mechanics in it?
Don't hold back. Whoppity whop. Kill little mana. I don't mind. I am loved. I am loved, you know.
All of them. Okay.
Mother has to love me. If the gods love me. Kill me. Kill me. If you don't, I'll do something. If you hate me, then kill me. Kill me. Just one big smash. Oh, don't hate me, Mother, please. Please, I'm gonna die, you see? Or you can do it. I don't mind. Kill me. Kill me. I don't mind. Kill me, please.
Kaim shall never forgive you. You will not die so easily.
I like how Kaim has his sword out to his side, like, I'm gonna fucking do it. And then the dragon's like, Kaim is not so merciful. And he's like, oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not that nice. I totally wasn't gonna do it.
No.
You will suffer under the unbearable weight of your crimes. You are beyond hope.
No, Mother. I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
He still looks like he's about to do it, too. Is the like, that's him like, fine, you've convinced me. Like, this whole thing is just the dragon talking him out of murdering the kid because the dragon feels bad. And he's like, ugh, fine, I get it.
Another sacrifice to the seal. I am no priest. I am an executioner.
Oh, shit.
Kaim, I am tired again.
Is
Warn me as you did before.
is he the final boss? Yeah, pet the dragon's brain.
Yes, I feel better now. I shall be the seal. No human can match my strength.
That makes sense. That's fair.
But do you know what you offer?
You had best do it before I change.
Oh shit, so the dragon now guards the world with its being sealed to become the goddess, hence Drakengard. Oh, that's the perfect title for the game. If only the Japanese team had thought of it. Alright, it is over. Awakened from the spell of the gods, Mana pleads with Kaim and Vertile for death, but they coldly push her away. As Vertile wonders who shall become the next seal, the dragon speaks. I shall be the seal. Vertile and Kaim stare back in surprise. Does a dragon offer itself to mankind? A change has been wrought in the dragon's proud heart that will save all of humanity. Yeah, no, the Japanese title makes no fucking sense. Drakengard, on the other hand, is absolutely perfect. I will say this character development for the dragon doesn't feel entirely earned, but they have hinted at it briefly with dialogue scenes while you're fighting, where the dragon's like, okay, no, I think we're kind of killing a little too many. Maybe we should tone it down a little. So it doesn't feel totally unearned either, I guess.
Angelus. My name is Angelus.
I feel like I should have known that before right now, but good to know.
You are the first and the last of your
Are we going to ignore the fact that Vertile is like 2 inches away from us and totally heard all of that as well? And if the dragon is dead, can Kaim talk again because the contract is gone? Or is he just like super fucked now that his dragon became a god? I have so many questions.
Ye gods,
Like, if the entity that you pacted with dies, is the pact nullified and you're cool now? Does Vertile get his hair back if he kills his pact beast? What happened to Inuart? We chased him across the fucking planet to this city. Drakengard, the anguish of the unsmiling watcher. We chased Inuart all the way to the city, and then he just vanished with Furie. So, like, it's not implied that when we killed him in midair, like, it's not implied he died. We just, like, dropped the dragon. Or did we just completely gloss over the murder of Inuart? Which, if we're... Because he fled to the city, but then the next thing we know, we're just in the city. And we didn't address any of that? He takes her to her seat, and she's reborn as No Way, protagonist of 2. Okay, so that's part of the, like... That's part of the... also, I'm not going to bother reviewing the game at the credits for ending A. Obviously. Normally I would do a credits review, but because we have to get ending E just to link it to Nier anyway, there's no point doing a review now. But... I have nothing but questions, is what's happening. So if your pact beast dies, you die. Which is worth noting. So, we know that Angelus is still alive, at least. But just like... But, okay. But wait a minute. Because when Furie became the goddess and had the fucking magic bullshit sealed inside of her, she didn't disintegrate. So why did Angelus disintegrate? Is it because Angelus became too magic? I have so many questions. I have nothing but questions about what has just happened. Hopefully the rest of the game will, like, flesh this out a little bit more. But, and then I'll ask Yoko Taro. I would love to. I would like to sit down and have an interview with Yoko Taro, and all of it is questions about Drakengard 1. Just demanding answers about what the fuck is happening in it. Ask Sawako Noda. I'll ask him both. I'll ask them. I'll just be like, what is happening? I have so many questions. I demand answers to all of this. Oh shit. All right. Let's see. No stream tomorrow. I don't even know. Like, I don't know if there's another scene or what have you. I still have to save the game. But I guess while this is going on, I might as well do the little spiel so we can just end abruptly, I guess. But yeah, no stream tomorrow. Should be back with Drakengard on Thursday because we got to keep Drakengard going. I don't know what we're doing for the next bonus stream day, but I have decided that bonus streams for now, because we're done with Bloodborne and I need to save DS3. Bonus streams are going to be in Catherine Classic because fuck full body. So look forward to that if you're a Catherine fan. What else is happening? Oh yeah, and we're going to yeah, we're gonna keep going with Drakengard, then we're gonna finish off Yakuza, and then I don't know if we're going right into Ultra Despair Girls, because we were supposed to do Ultra Despair Girls after Drakengard, but we were supposed to do Drakengard after Yakuza, and then we postponed that one, so I don't know what's happening with that. Or if we beat... So here's what's going to happen. If we beat Catherine before beating Yakuza, we will do Ultra Despair Girls as bonus stream, and... But if we beat Yakuza before Catherine somehow, we'll do Ultra Despair Girls as a mainstream game. Anyway, regardless of which way that cookie crumbles, after that's going to be Persona 2 Innocent Sin. So, a lot of Persona shit coming on. Watch it turn into her yelling at Tara for ignoring her for Automata and fucking up the canon she wrote. 4 endings remain. Oh, at least they tell me. That's nice of them. Some games wouldn't even tell you. They'd just be like, figure it out, fucknuts. Okay, one thing I want to demonstrate before we turn off the stream, because you could be like, what's even the point of still going, is when I was fucking testing the widescreen patch and the aspect ratio change, I was on this screen, and it started making creepy whispers.
Crimson blood, poison, eternity, revenge, 2, sacrifice, mother, ritual, scarlet, prayers, heresy, hell, solitude, sky, madness, God of world, adore us.
And I just wanted to show that off.
Don't care. What is a world without Furia?
All right. I've never seen this. Let's just see what happens. It changes with every ending. Well, I think that's the same version we got in A. Or we got before we did A. So I assume it's like the title screen swap.
The Empire is not satisfied with mere conquest. They
In, like,
seek
later games.
complete reconstruction.
The Empire is too strong.
Impertinent jackals, I shall burn you all.
Do not die.
Stop! Don't worry about me! Please, run away!
What horror befalls this land?
Please.
That sword is fucking green and I want it. This song is fucking jamming.
That's not true. You carry the awful weight of the seal. We must find you a place to rest.
Allow him to bathe in her gratitude and love.
I truly love Furia with my innermost soul.
The goddess will die.
No, that's not true. You lie.
I'm gonna be honest right now. This fucking, like, trailer is goddamn fire.
No more gods. We are free.
Yeah, that's fucking fire. Holy shit. So far, that's better than the whole game. Anyway, I already did my spiel about what we're playing next. Look forward to Catherine. Drakengard on Thursday. I've been Sacrabalic. You're on Void of Hope. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you had fun. I did. Bye-bye.
Crimson